What's up? Back at it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. When you do things, you should not stop because it's gonna get to the point where you know what? I kind of done my thing with it. I done this. I'ma just let it go. I'ma just do that. And guess what happens with that? Doing that moment of you stopping, you get comfortable, and then you probably have other things to do, and then you stop with that, and you have to be like, let me go to the other. And then it becomes this cycle where you're doing this, and then you eventually stop. Because that momentum that you started with, you end with that. So you stop. And it's like that energy that you have in the front end, in the back end, you start to lose because it was never sustained enough. What you done was not sustained. You thought it was enough, but it was not. You didn't have the work or the will enough to continue way after, so you stopped. Your brain is like, you know what, this is too much. What am I doing? I'm lost. So it gives up. You eventually give up. You tell yourself, I'm gonna do it this day, I'm gonna redo it again, I'm gonna do it, and then you just stop. That's why when you keep doing something, when you keep posting, just keep doing that, motherfucker. Don't stop. At least do it a couple times a week if you can. Don't do it like once per month or every other month or no. When you're done. You should be consistent at something every day or at least a couple times a week. When you do a habit, right? When you do something, you're not probably doing it every day. You're probably doing it once a week, once this day, that day, and then it compounds. The frequency changes. Your energy becomes a part of you. Now you just do it. Just a second nature. So if you're doing something, right, keep going. If you're posting, keep going. If you're doing whatever, keep going. If you have a goal, keep going. It don't matter if, like, a lot of times we hit this blockage or whatever and we stop. We hit this wall, it's like, damn, what am I gonna do? Let me figure it out. You spend so much time thinking of like that and of this maze to exit out. You get comfortable in thinking instead of not getting back to the game and just moving and pushing. It's better for you pushing instead of you just staying still trying to think or whatever. Just keep pushing. When you're middle, then you could kind of stop and and reflect. But don't get comfortable because your energy starts to lose. You start to get comfortable and boom, you stop. This is why you should never stop in life. Unless you have reached your destination. But you guys probably has not reached your destination yet. So why would you stop? On God's green earth, why the hell would you stop? You should not stop, man. I'll be like, I'm gonna start this, I'm gonna do that. They start doing it and they stop. You don't ever do that. You gotta create a pattern. You gotta be like, let me do this. You gotta have a schedule. And if you have to, you gotta be like, hey, let me do this time and then let me do that. You gotta be consistent. You gotta remind yourself. Because the moment you stop is over with. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna stop and do it, and you're gonna stop eventually. And then when you do it again, one time, you're not going to have the sustained energy and focus to redo it again and continue. It's just not going to happen. Y'all see how I upload. It's just a habit. Even if I miss, I'm going to post 5 more, 3 more, 5 more, 10 more, whatever. You're going to see it's a pattern. Because it compounds. When you do certain things, it compounds. The baseline increases, it expands. The frequency of me posting, the frequency of me getting the ideas, this to post, me getting the urge to post, and then I do it, and I just upload, and I'm pressing the camera, I'm doing things, and it happens. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so easy. It's like I don't even have to think about it. I just get the idea, and boom. But you're not going to do that or get that if you stop. Then you feel like you made a mistake. You're not getting results. And that keeps you inconsistent and inconsistent, if that's a word. And then you give up. So this is why you should never stop at what you do. You always keep going. You know what I'm saying? So don't stop. So y'all, man, to head somewhere. Going on a mission. Every day doesn't have to be a good day. It doesn't. We believe every day should be a good day. We think we should wake up and smell the life and have sunshine. Why do we think we need to have a good day every day? Do birds make us have a good day today, or they just fly and they keep flying? As soon as, I want to feel good, I feel bad. It's like you're just in these state of emotions. Like, these emotions are not even normal. These emotions are triggered by something external or something that happens. You always need them. It's a mental illness. If you don't have it, you go without. You go crazy. You just, you know what I'm saying? You just need to just be kind of focused. You just need to just be, I don't know. You just have to be here in balance. But you've been taught that, oh my goodness, I need to have a good day every day. If something's good or not bad, and something wrong with me. Then I have to do this. I gotta keep fixing. I gotta keep doing that. Like, why do you feel like you need to have a good day every day? And that's a mental illness itself. Because you're gonna try to be fake happy, and there's something empty inside. Instead of just trying to be normal. Not being normal, but being regulated, being balanced. You know what I'm saying? Being here right now, balanced, no matter what is going on. Having flow. Anything we do, we just have to create flow with it. Create a movement that it keeps us aligned. It don't matter if we're about to slip or fall. We're able to get back up and flow. That's what we need to create. We're not in a flow state. We can't focus. Because we need to feel these states of emotions, higher states of emotions. We need to feel out of our body. We need to do this. We need to, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why, instead of being in a flow state, instead of focus because things are too boring or we don't want to, because as a child, like, you just run away. You don't care if you're fun. You just gonna do what you gotta do. A child's gonna draw on a wall or is gonna throw stuff around, make a mess. They're gonna do whatever they do. They don't care. Anything's fun to them. Anything they can just really do. You kind of have to see your mind like that. Everything kind of has to be a new experience. But things are not this experience because a lot of times these are things that we see are repetitive or we're limited. So maybe you have to learn more. Maybe it's what you watch. Maybe it's your environment. It's limited, so you feel like you're in this prison. So you have to feel good. You gotta do that VAPE. That, you know, you gotta do that electric cigarette. That's what you call these things. So you can feel better because you're imprisoned in your own mind and in your environment. You don't have the resources to actually, you know, leave. You know what I'm saying? So you're trapped. You got to know how to keep yourself focused because these emotions are going to keep you stuck. You're going to keep feeling these emotions, feeling ups and downs with it. You're going to feel good and bad, and you're going to keep staying in that cycle. And it's like, it just never really ends. And it's like, it keeps your brain so stimulated that you're not able to focus or, you know, learn and focus on things that you got to do. You got to do the thing that you got to do. And then now it's like, you don't even want to do it. It's so unbearable doing it. It's not that it's boring. You can't focus, so your brain can't take on that information or whatever is going on because your brain is so stimulated. Your attention is like scattered. You really need a flow. You know what I'm saying? You really just need experience. Everything that goes up in life, it goes down. You just flow. You just keep going. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like, you just don't stop. You know, every day does not have to be a good day. That's just fake, happy, keep up with the Jones mentality. It's not real. You'll feel empty inside. If there's some emotions, feel it. You know, step aside a little bit and then get back in the game. Stop acting fake positive, fake happy or this. That's not normal. That's mental illness. I've seen people like that, and it's something rubs me the wrong way about that. Something rubs me off the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have one energy. You have a lot of energy inside. You have this energy. You have that. You have a lot of things going on in your body at once. So you can't just feel one state the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That means you're kind of like a damn robot. You know what I'm saying? You acting like a damn robot. You acting like a bot. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be fake happy. Yeah, hello. That's lame. That's GAY, bro. I don't want to, like, bro, like, nah, bro. You got to just have a stone face, be serious, or just be just whatever. Be, like, neutral. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be like, hello, guys. Nice to meet you. And what's going on, fellas? And you don't got to do that, bro. It's too much.